So guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich. I was just editing a video and I stumbled across some big Liverpool news, some big Liverpool transfer news. And I want to start talking about January transfers today. Today, with this bit of news. It seems real. And that's the reason why I'm jumping on it. It seems real. And the news is, as you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, Takumi Minamino, the Japanese who plays for Red Bull Salzburg, is going to sign for Liverpool. And this is what the article says. I don't know how dependable this source is, but it's from the Independent. An article from Melissa Reddy, senior football correspondent at Independent. I don't think she's, bullshitting here though. So it says that Liverpool agree January transfer deal for RB Salzburg attacker. And the article reads, Liverpool have fended off competition from Manchester United to agree to a January deal in principle with Red Bull Salzburg for Takumi Minamino, who has a paltry release clause of just £7.25 million. And this seems like the type of deal Liverpool will do. Very talented player, plays for Red Bull Salzburg, was in the same group as Liverpool, impressed against the Reds, and now, big rumor, they're going to sign him. Not Erling Haaland, not Hwang Hee-chan, but Takumi Minamino. And I just called some big names there. One of these Premier League teams should sign Hwang Hee-chan. Spurs. What if they have two Koreans in that team? Oh my God. Oh, that would be huge. The Korean following would go like over the moon itself. But the article continues. Christoph Freund, sporting director of the Austrian champions, told the Independent this week that the 24-year-old is ready to accelerate his development at one of Europe's elite clubs after 5 years of service. So he has been at the club for 5 years. Liverpool's excellent off-field relationship with Salzburg, their new 50 million training base, was inspired by their Champions League group opponents. They have ties. Remember, Naby Keita used to play for Red Bull Salzburg. Sadio Mane used to play for Red Bull Salzburg. So there could be a lot of truth to this. Has helped them, and I continue reading, has helped them push past a queue of interest in Minamino, which includes United and several Bundesliga sides. The player himself had originally expected his decision. I really can't read, The player himself had originally expected his destination to be Germany's top tier, and given his modest nature, was said to be taken aback that the Premier League leaders were heavily pursuing him. He is an outstanding player with an outstanding personality, Freund told the Independent. The big clubs have been watching him, and if I was them, I'd have no hesitation to sign him. Takumi is ready to make the next step in January. Salzburg used the option to extend Minamino's contract last February to 2021, and without the escape clause, could have comfortably fetched over 25 million for the Japan international. Liverpool's appreciation of the attacking midfielder predates his impressive displays against them in the Champions League, as the club keep a close eye on Salzburg talent hub, through which Sadio Mane and Naby Keita have already progressed from. Remember, Minamino did score a spectacular goal against Liverpool at Anfield, so the Anfield faithfuls know how good he is. They would love him. The Austrians are famed for recruiting young players with high ceilings and affording them the opportunity to develop in a professional setting much earlier than would typically be the case. It's not my reading. It's not my reading, it's the writing. The writing is kind of bad. It's making me, giving me difficulties to read this article. Minamino fits Jurgen Klopp's mold of technically gifted footballers. You see? It's supposed to be footballer. I said footballer. With exceptional work rate, a stellar attitude, and a desire for further advancement. His age is, you see, I think this person really can't write. Melissa Reddy. Melissa Reddy. Melissa Reddy. Come on, you have to proofread your shit, man. Anyways, his age ticks the box of Liverpool's recruitment profile, and an added advantage is the commercial opportunities the European champions would gain from his signings. Commercial opportunities meaning that they would have a bigger market in Japan. These Southeast Asian countries love to follow the teams where the players are playing for. Like, prime example, Heung-min Son at Tottenham Hotspur. If Son wants to leave Tottenham Hotspur and go to Man United, then they'll go right over with him. I don't think they're going to stay over there at Tottenham Hotspur. So this is a big, big one. This is a big, big one. And the article says here, another thing, what Liverpool should expect from January transfer target, Minamino. Liverpool are pushing ahead with plans to buy Takumi Minamino in January and have a deal agreed for the Japanese international. It appears to be a potential bargain. It's a bargain. 7.25 million pounds is a bargain for Takumi Minamino, who is one of the chief creators and destroyers at Red Bull Salzburg. I was actually speaking to a Liverpool fan yesterday at work. Every time we see each other, he just smiles and he comes over to talk to me, especially if we lose. Like, we did lose against Man United and he just loved to taunt me. And I was actually talking to him about what Liverpool needs in the January transfer window, or do they need to sign any players in the January transfer window? And he was actually saying he actually don't know. He actually don't know if they need to sign any players. And I was actually suggesting to him that Liverpool should actually promote some of the youngsters from the youth team instead of spending big. I know they won't spend big. They won't spend big. And Takumi Minamino for £7.25 million would be an ideal signing for Liverpool. He could play in the midfield, and I'm pretty sure he could play as an attacking winger or even as a centre-forward choice if he's needed. But more so an attacking midfielder. And Liverpool have been criticized of not having enough creative and attacking-minded players in the midfield, even though Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, Wijnaldum are all fine in, form and have been performing very, very well. So I was telling him youth could be promoted instead. Players like Harvey Elliott, Nico Williams, Kiana Hoover, guys like Curtis Jones could all get more opportunities. Ryan Brewster, all these guys could get more opportunities instead of, let's say, spending big. Like, they don't need to spend big, in my opinion. So that's why the Japanese international is a great option, and it would be a great addition to the Premier League. It's not only to Liverpool, but if as many great talents come in the Premier League, it will be a good look for the league. So the Liverpool fans will definitely be excited about this move. I'm actually excited about the move myself, just to see how he'll, fare in, Liverpool's colors and how it will affect their march towards their title race. And it will be a big thing for Takumi Minamino if he does join Liverpool this season. He could actually be a Premier League winner by the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? They're currently on top. It's only left to them for, it's only up to them to mess up. But I think Minamino is a great option. They should have also went for Hwang Hee-chan. They should have went for both players. Maybe not Haaland, but Hwang Hee-chan and Minamino it would be sick to bring in a South Korean international and the Japanese international. Oh my God. That one would have been huge. But guys, my first bit of transfer talk for, the January transfer window. If you have any transfer news you want to hear me talk about, you could add me at Dominic Rich FC on Instagram, and on Twitter, you could send me a DM, or you could tweet me and just give me heads up, and I'll see what I could do if I miss the news. So, guys, your boy Dominic Rich. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button. Visit cardsplug.com/dominicrichfc. Go over there and get you one of these cards with Takumi Minamino, with a Liverpool badge and Japanese flag and all that good stuff. Use the coupon code dominicrichfc to get 15% off your order. That'll be sick though. But anyways, guys, until my next video, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Peace out. Rich Squad.